And in the very first final, these are the men that have been good enough to get through the heats and to take it out. From Ireland, James Edgar's had a great year already. Henry Graf, part of the German contingent. There are 4 women in their final, 2 in the men. Sam Dickinson, look out for him. Chase McQueen needs that redemption after his little butterfly effort last year right here in London. Simon Henslett, the second German. Look out for Max Stapley as well. He is a super swimmer. And Maxime Huber-Musbrugger from France. They are underway, and it was a clean start. It was a slow start, though, from Simon Henslett, who waited for a second on the blocks. He's in purple in lane 5 in the middle of your screen. Chase McQueen in the yellow, one of the supreme swimmers. The other man to look out for in the swim in the dark green. He was racing for Australia, then for a time in Europe, and now as part of Team GB, Max Stapley in the green in the middle.
Look at that, the fastest swimmers have gone straight to the front. Yeah,
the thing is about this is that there is no time to rest, because every second you lose to the leaders in stage 1 and 2 is paid for in stage 3 in a pursuit start, and they're going to turn in under a minute. So Chase McQueen right now on track for that 2:01 record from Aurélien Raphael. There is a decent spread. Transition is where supertri E is won and lost. And a 2:03, 2:04 for Stapley and McQueen. The Brit and the American, a big cheer as they come out of the water and they transition onto the bike. Now, as soon as they move onto the bike, if you've never seen this before, they move from the real world to the virtual world of Zwift.
You can see here McQueen, he is slowly pulling away. Stapley's drifting back, he's losing touch with Dickinson. We say there's no draft, which there isn't, but just having that carrot in front of you, something to focus your effort on, really helps. So Stapley now, the next 2 kilometres, he's really got to stay focused because he's going to get caught very soon.
McQueen out of the shoes, and he is very soon to be under the banner and off the bike completely. There he goes, and he has got a 3-second advantage, but he transitions brilliantly well, and a big cheer from the crowd as he puts the shoes on up at the self-powered treadmill, pushes off. You're only allowed 3 seconds holding onto those railings before you need to get up to speed, and we're going to find out exactly how much he had in the tank, because he didn't have the fastest run of the day in the heats, but he measured his way through. Stapley, on the other hand, put it down with a 2:47. At the moment, it's 26.7 seconds across the field, and it's a long wait in the pursuit start in stage 3. The gaps are really going to start to blow out, so we'll see who has it. It's a little grimace and maybe a little smile from McQueen, and Dickinson is sticking with him. The gap out to Stapley, though, is starting to grow, as is the gaps throughout the middle of the field.
Dickinson looks really in control. He said he didn't have a good race this morning. He must have gone back and spoke to his coaching team, recovered really well, but he looks really, really good.
So there are the times. McQueen, 2.8 seconds it was in the end. Dickinson, 3.5. Huber-Musbrugger, 7.2 in arrears. That's what you want to hear, the roar from the crowd as we start off with a run in stage 2. Looking at those symbols in the top left of your screen, they are going to head onto the bike and they are going to finish with the swim. Look at the 2 leaders, well, the clubhouse leaders, I suppose, Dickinson and McQueen. They are 6th and 7th at the moment, both losing 6 seconds to Milner, who is, there's so much buzz around this kid because he only started in triathlon a couple of years ago. Obviously, he was a runner, and we can see that he is, but he is suddenly being talked about in discussions for Paris 2024, which, when you're a Team GB athlete, is no mean feat to get into, and this kid is good. All right, they are off, and the 2 of them together, the Frenchman and the Brit, and they're cheered onto the bikes for the middle. So they've reached the 5th stage of 9 in this supertri E World Championship finals, and a little bit of a slow transition for Milner. Now, Milner's heart rate is 163. There's plenty up in the 190s. 163 seems pretty relaxed when you consider it in supertri E terms. McQueen, Stapley and Dickinson look to track down Huber-Musbrugger, who's looking very relaxed at about 2.6 kilometre mark.
And this transition is going to be fascinating because it's not just a case of jumping off your bike and diving in the pool. You need to put your hat on and your goggles. And if you fumble that, you lose vital seconds. You know, whoever hits the water first is definitely going to have an advantage. They really, really are.
You can feel the pain just coming through
that
the
was a great
screen from Chase.
That was great, and that's rare for him. That really is rare.
All right, Huber Moosbrugger transitions to the cheers of the crowd. The Frenchman is going to undertake a 200-metre. Well, first he's going to get everything sorted out, and this looks like, well, a pretty good transition, actually.
No, look at that.
The cap on. No,
Chase
there goes McQueen.
First in the water.
Too fast.
He's in it. He's in it to win it. Oh, look at Max. What's he doing? Oh, he lost another place. These seconds are vital.
He's at home in the water, Chase McQueen, as is Max Stapley, but he didn't get in the water for an extra 6 seconds, and that's where he's going to, if we do indeed talk to him after this, he'll rue that that moment. And Chase McQueen might just have put his hand or one hand on a World Championship with that transition, but there's plenty to go.
Plenty to go, yeah. There's always drama in that last stage. There really is, with the pursuit star diving in. But Chase McQueen has really set himself up here. Let's see when he finishes how calm he is, because he's still got to go to his bike, set it up, set his run shoes up. He's not in any rush. That's interesting. He's got his hat on, then his goggles. Some athletes do it the other way round. I wonder which way is quicker. Well, definitely for Chase McQueen, it's the hat, then the goggles.
Yeah, it's going good. It's not over till it's over, but I can promise you're going to see everything I got on this last round. I want this more than anything.
Into the water goes McQueen, and the rest hands on knees as they wait. But McQueen, he's worked so hard for this time alone in the pool. Everything from stage 1 and stage 2 leads to this moment where McQueen gives himself a roughly 25 metres to play with and can control this thing. The rest of them have to go 100% from the gun.
Max looked like he was trying to get a bit of an advantage on the dive there. Did you see how far he went out? Nailed that one.
I'm hearing that Hugo Milner has lost his goggles, so he is over here in lane 10, and he has no goggles on, which means he's sighting with every stroke, so he knows where to turn.
Oh, his hat's come off now.
Now he's lost the swimming cap.
Oh, you know what? He's going to battle on, and he's still going for a top 10 in a World Cup level race. So, you know, he has gone from zero to hero this year. He really, really has.
Yeah, he has, and this will be a nice big learning curve. Like he said before, he only got into this racing having seen this. As McQueen touches the wall, gets straight out of the water, and he's got 2 disciplines to go, and the cheer says it all. Can Chase McQueen put all his demons to bed and do what he came here to do in London and get the World Championship that he gave up in 2023 right here?
Well, if there's one man to stop him, it's Max Stapley. They both look very good coming out the water. Samuel Dickinson is right there as well. This is closing up for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And again, you know, there's no way that McQueen is going to be thinking he's got this. He still knows he needs to focus.
It is really about Chase McQueen, isn't it? He's 14 seconds up now. He's pulled away another 4 seconds on Max Stapley, and Dickinson losing another 5 seconds because he came out of the water pretty much neck and neck with Max Stapley.
You can see, though, Dickinson there, he's rocking and rolling. Stapley is a little bit as well. But look at that, Chase McQueen, he's got his head down. He is just focusing on that Zwift screen. He really is.
Right, he's about to cross the line, and there he goes. McQueen is off the bike, and he has 1 kilometre. It was a great start of the transition. Now he's going to get the shoes on.
Great transition.
And they all follow him over there because they know the photographers and the videographers are out there because they know they might be looking at a world champion. He's got 19 seconds, and he's got under 1 kilometre to go. Look at Dickinson's face. He is in all sorts of pain, but McQueen is not. He looks like a man who is about to win a world title.
That first 10 seconds when you look to your left, look to your right, and you're the only athlete on those treadmills, that is a feeling. Oh, look at this pain face.
He's looking at someone in the crowd on the other side, and you don't want to be that person.
I can't look at him. I can't look at that pain. I really can't.
Oh, God bless him.
Oh, look at this. Dickinson,
The
he's
podium
losing
chase.
time.
Yeah, Dickinson's lost the podium place to Huber Moosbrugger, who's the fastest out on course at the moment. Can he take that 5 seconds out of Stapley? Stapley's taken a couple out of McQueen, but that's probably not going to matter at this point. But the chase for the podium spots is well and truly on. and it's going to be America 1 and Great Britain 2, you would think, as we get close to the end. We're getting very close to the end. You can see the crowd are up in their seats, and that is your world champion, Chase McQueen, came and he did exactly what he set out to do. There is your supertri E World Champion from America, Chase McQueen.
Oh, that meant so much for Chase McQueen there. His first world title. Look at that energy.
So after all that pain and speed, it was Chase McQueen in the end that completed his redemption in 11.5 minutes, 9 seconds ahead of Max Stapley, who held off Maxime Human-Moosbrugger, who was really, really good once again. Sam Dickinson put in the big ones, and a couple of Germans in Graf and Hensel had rounded out the top 6.
I'm speechless. Like, I'm getting emotional, like, even thinking about it. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't like a really hard 12 months. I've been thinking about this moment every day.